Hello.
Hey girl, it's me, Khalia. Sorry I couldn't make it there for the start of the show, but I'm kind of stuck in...
What's that sound?
Oh, I'm stuck in really bad traffic. Look, can you tell everyone that my story this week is with adventure kayaker Ben Brown, and then I'm catching up with Steve Boxer about his work with troubled youth. Uh-oh, gotta go. Ah!
Who was that?
That was Khalia, and I don't think they're in Vegas. Hello?
Hey girl, is my life insurance up to date?
Why?
Because I'm in a kayak heading out to meet Ben Brown, and there's a waterfall ahead, and it looks huge. Uh-oh, not again!
Sports.
New Zealand, the man himself, Ben Brown. Now, mate, we're here on the Kaituna River, which is considered a bit of a hotspot for kayakers, eh?
It's probably the most popular spot for kayaking in New Zealand.
So this river is where you learnt to kayak. How old were you then?
I first sat in a kayak when I was about 10 years old.
So you were able to turn something you love into your full-time job.
I know I still have to pinch myself every now and again. It was never sort of a career path that I went out and tried to achieve, if you know what I mean.
Now, you must have some killer stories. What would be kind of the one you pull out?
I did an expedition on the Nile in northern Uganda a couple of years ago. We were only the third crew ever to go through this particular stretch, and within the 100 kilometres we paddled, the National Geographic estimates there's between 55,000 and 65,000 hippos. It was like paddling through a minefield, and yeah, we had 7 sort of incidents with big Nile crocodiles. When they started charging us, it became a case of who would be the fastest paddler and not the slowest, because we figured the slowest was going to be the person that ended up as croc biscuits.
But we're also talking about huge rivers and life-threatening waterfalls.
A lot of the time I find it quite a relaxing place to be. Obviously the actual act of kayaking down a massive waterfall or rapid's pretty scary. You get used to dealing with that and using the fear as a positive.
How does that work?
With fear comes respect.
Man, there must be a lot of the time where you're not in control. Like,
that's the impression that you definitely get when you look at the footage.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like you're out of control and that we're just crazy dudes paddling off the edge and hoping for the best. But what you don't see is how much thought and background work goes into paddling a big waterfall. You know, we spend a lot of time on the bank, picking our line, deciding which is the safest way to go down, putting safety in place, sort of covering all the variables you can when you're working in a medium such as water.
no, because I guess the obvious question people would have is, are you an adrenaline junkie?
There's no better feeling for me than sitting at the bottom of a massive waterfall or rapid and looking back up at it and going, how on earth did I get down that? And so I guess in that respect, I am an adrenaline junkie. You know, the playing field I play on is always changing and always different, and it definitely keeps you on your toes, which is cool.
I think you might just have the best job in the world.
Has its moments.
What's something I can do to get a minuscule idea of what you do?
I've got a mate, Kenny. We're going to chuck you in the front of a double kayak and we'll give you a little bit of a taste of some grade 4 and 5 whitewater.
My life. Ben, you're the man. Kenny, thanks so much for taking me on the trip of my dreams. You guys want to know more about Ben and what he does? Check out the website right here. Should we go over another waterfall, guys?
Let's go.